If you were to write a book right now in your life and you were on your deathbed and you had to give that book to someone to read, would you change their life? I wanted people to find inspiration through a person that I didn't have some Lance Armstrong VO2 max. I didn't have some great parents that, I had some amazing brain. I wasn't physically gifted. I'm not the healthiest person in the world. I'm nothing. But I turned nothing into something. So that's what you gotta understand. You don't have to be some special creature and come from some special people and have a special school. You have to have a special brain. And people always talk about the pull-up record. I had these humongous calluses on my hand from doing all these pull-ups. I did 67,000 pull-ups in preparation to break the record. It took me 3 attempts to break the record. The first time was a day show. I failed miserably in front of millions of people. I didn't care. I'd already, I failed so many times in my life, but you fail a lot when you set your goals so high, and I understand that. So I calloused my hands to protect my hands against the pull-up bar. What I did through my life was I calloused my brain by doing things that I did not want to do. And that's how you build mental toughness. Everybody wants to know the trick. Very easily. Do things you don't like to do. That's about it. Strong as you get outside your comfort zone. If you don't want to run, I hate running. I'd rather eat a big old piece of pizza than watch the football game. So I decided to run 205 miles. And how I became mentally tough was having that same mindset every day of my life by doing something that sucks every day and pushing myself to that limit. And that's what happened. And that's what happened here. I made something out of nothing. So I said, let me go on Google. And I Googled the 10 hardest events in the world. And what came up, number 1, was this race called Badwater 135. It's a 135-mile race through Death Valley in the summertime. So 130 degrees, 135 miles, okay? I said, that's what I'm gonna do. I figured it had to be a stage race, like a 10-day race, something like that. No, it wasn't. It was a 1-day race. And so I called the race director up and said, hey man, I'm David Goggins. Chris Kaufman goes, yeah, that's great. I go, I want to do this race to raise money for a foundation. He goes, have you ever run 100 miles? I said, in 1 calendar year or what? He goes, yeah, to get in the Badwater, you got to run 100 miles in 24 hours or less to qualify. I said, you can't do 100 miles in 24 hours. I go, that's impossible. He goes, look, only way you can get in my race is to qualify. This is in November, on a Wednesday. There's only 2 more races I can do to qualify for the Badwater. And one happens to be on Saturday. I call him on a Wednesday, this race is on a Saturday. It's called a San Diego 1-day. You have a 1-mile track, you run around 1-mile track for 24 hours to see how many miles you can get. And I get all my gear.
I get a blue lawn chair, Mileplex and Ritz crackers. That's all I have for a 100-mile race. So I get my little seat set up. You know, I'm gonna see her every mile. I get some Mileplex and Ritz cracker. I keep on running. At mile 50, I start to feel the bones in my feet start to break. And at mile 70, I haven't gone to the bathroom not one time. This is when I realized that as a human being, you know, through all my 3 hell weeks, my Ranger school, my Air Force training, my childhood, everything I've done in my life, it has been very painful, very painful. This was the worst pain I've ever experienced in my entire life. I'm making humor of it, but this is what really made me realize that if you can shut all the noise out in your head and just all the crap that people are giving you, and you can focus on the task at hand and what you want to do, you honestly can do anything.